Hey there, welcome. It's me, your host, Amy from Pen Venture, and this is a very awaited review. Join me and let's review a very special fountain pen, limited edition, special, and also the collection behind it. I know what you're saying, a review again, what's so special about this one? Well, let me tell you that you guys asked for this review in a lot of comments, and we have a special limited edition exclusive bespoke fountain pen from Leonardo Officina Italiana. It's not going to be our usual standard review because this will be a little bit shorter. I'm going to cut some of the specs and details. I'm going to try to express my joy of owning this fountain pen, and also I'm going to tell you, if you want to own one, there is a collection. We have the box in front of us, and let's start with the details. On the box, special limited edition stilografica lavorata di bara pen. Handmade fountain pen or something like this. If you're watching the channel, you know which fountain pen is this review about. The box, and this is how it's presented in a special limited edition box from Leonardo. I want to remove the sleeve. Let's open it like so. And this is the booklet with informations. This is the fountain pen with a black ink bottle. Well, I'm gonna move the box aside and I'm gonna share the goodies, the good news with you all. And we have not only this Momento Zero Grande in cracked ice celluloid, which was a bespoke fountain pen made for myself by Leonardo Officina Italiana, but I've convinced Leonardo to do a collection for Pen Venture. It's a very low number of fountain pens. It is not exclusive to myself as a shop, but I'm pretty sure you won't find any others in different other shops or pen retailers. I mean, this is what we have at this moment in our store in stock and available for everyone who wants to own a special pen made in celluloid. First of all, I'm going to show you all of them. I'm pretty excited. Let's name them. So we have 5 different celluloids: Blue La Royale, Red Scarlet, Cracked Ice, Black Lucians, Blue Lucians. And we have in gold trim 3 of them: Red Scarlet, Blue La Royale, and here in this empty slot, it's supposed to be a black gold celluloid fountain pen like this one in gold color trim. It's on the way. It will be delivered sometime in September. Now that we know each other, let's proceed, and I want to explain what you will be able to experience in this video. Briefly, I'm going to show you the details of this collection. The size comparison will probably not be displayed in this video. I'm going to link up here a few different videos in which you can see a side-by-side size comparison of a Momento Zero Grande, and in this video we are going to move straight into a writing sample with all 14 karat gold size 8 nibs. So I'm going to show you, because time will be on our side, I'm going to show you a writing sample with the extra fine, fine and medium, broad, and the 1.5 millimeter stub. So stick around, because this will be a very fun and a nice way to experiment and to see all of the sizes in size 8 14 karat gold nib from Leonardo Officina Italiana. Let's not waste any time, and I'm going to base my review on my exclusive bespoke limited edition fountain pen, the Momento Zero Grande in wild cracked ice celluloid. This is in ruthenium trims. It's a personal piece of mine. What's available, it's this in rhodium trim and in gold trim, 3 pieces, like I told you. So let's move into the details. By now, if you collect Leonardo Officina Italiana fountain pens, you are very familiar with the Momento Zero Grande size. It's a very fun and practical fountain pen. It's an oversized, but it's not over the moon oversized. It's still practical. You can carry it with you all over the place. It fits in 90% of the cases, and it is a very fun and comfortable fountain pen. Some of the details: we have the 2 conic shapes for the end finial and the cap finial. We have this clip, which is very, very practical with the wheel. We have the 3 rings configuration, old style 2019 Momento Zero Grande, which is my favorite variation of the cap ring right here. Usually there is another one with 2 smaller rings and a larger cap band in the middle, but this is how I like it, and this is how I ordered for my fountain pen and also for the entire collection, which is available for all of you guys. Then we have no step down, which is flushed in. We have this transition, which is a little bit more abrupt and very well defined. It flows very well with the 3 rings, and this is how I like to make my fountain pens, to flow and to have very similar shapes and transitions. We have a screw cap like I've showed you, and the beautiful 14 karat size 8 gold nib, which is made by Bock. Ebonite feed made in-house by Leonardo. Nibs are friction fitted inside the section, engraved with the Leonardo wings, Leonardo, Italy, 14 karat, and the gold content of this alloy. Sizes available: extra fine, fine, medium, broad, stub in rhodium trim. So for the pens that have rhodium, we have 1 nib size for each of the 5 fountain pens. If you are interested in seeing a certain performance from the nib, write down in the order notes and I will take into consideration your instructions, and I'm gonna adjust the nib, cost included, as you instructed me. For the gold colored trims, the red Scarlet, the blue La Royale, and the September delivered black Lucians, we have 3 nib sizes available: extra fine, broad, and a stub. For this fountain pens, this is all that we have. Let's move further. We have the section, which is very comfortable, very nicely balanced. We have this flared out part right here, and this part which is very smooth, and the threads right here, a ring which divides the section part from the barrel. The barrel starts to taper in towards the piston knob. This ring marks the finish of the barrel, and we have the piston, the Leonardo in-house made piston filling mechanism, which has some feedback, so it's a little bit like the Monte Grappa one, which is ratcheting. And also you can use the Leonardo tool, which is available on the Penventure website, if you want to open the internals and clean the fountain pens. For the black Lucians and the blue Lucians, this one's, it's going to be very nice to have the tool and to open the piston from the back end and to access the inside and to clean the fountain pen in order to look good. It's important to have the possibility, and I was very keen on having this option on all of this fountain pens. Also, another thing that you need to know about this fountain pens, I've asked Salvatore not to use the inner barrel to have the piston gliding on the inner part of the celluloid in order not to stain it. So it has a plastic inside which allows the piston to travel and ink will not touch the celluloid. I'm not going to guarantee you guys, if you use different ink colors that are a little bit more tricky, it's not going to stain the inner barrel, but again, the celluloid, it's not going to be touched by any ink, so it's going to keep its pristine condition like you've seen right here. Since time is on our side, I'm going to show you some of the celluloids, and also I'm going to tell you what's very special about each and every one of them. The first one that we are going to start with is the red Scarlet, which is this beautiful celluloid. It has this reddish brown shade with crystal-like flakes of black, and it looks gorgeous. I love it. It is a stunning, very dull color which looks awesome. Blue La Royale, and it's the same like the red Scarlet, but in this beautiful chatoyant blue with alternating shades of lighter blue and darker blue with black specks. Then we have Cracked Ice, which is my favorite of them all, and it's composed of this crystal-like pattern of alternating shades of black and white, cream white, not that very bright white. It's just like this cracking effect on all sides of this material, and I simply love it. The black Lucians, which is stunning. If you love demonstrator fountain pens and you like the vintage era, it is a stunning material for a fountain pen. We have this semi-transparent white parts with black and this honey or amber-like flakes inside. It looks gorgeous. Last but not least, we have the blue Lucians, which is the same like with the black Lucians. It doesn't have any black, so you have blue specks which are sprinkled, and it's like suspended in this amber semi-transparent clear demonstrator celluloid. I love it, and it's spectacular. The waiting list for a fountain pen like this is probably 6 to 8 months, so we are very lucky to have for all of you guys a few of them. They don't come cheap. I don't even know that if they have enough celluloid at this moment for a fountain pen. This is how I envisioned my favorite bespoke Leonardo Momento Zero Grande fountain pen. Since I have some privileges and friendship with Salvatore, I was able to order a few of them in stock for our store. Grab them because they will not stay for too long. I'm not even sure if we ever will be able to produce any more of them. Let's move into the writing sample, and at the end I will share more details regarding this collection with you guys and a personal opinion of mine, and we are going to end the video. By now you guys know me, so you know that my favorite paper is Tomoe River paper 68 GSM, so this is what we are going to use. I'm gonna only dip the nibs in ink, and we will go gradually in all of them. So let's start with the extra fine one, and we have right here the pen. So Leonardo Momento Zero Grande, and this is the 14 karat size 8 extra fine nib, and it is quite a wet nib, and it is very bouncy and responsive, and it's a wet one. To be honest, this is one of my favorite Leonardo nibs, the size 8 gold nib from Leonardo. So we have 14 karat size 8 fine nib. It's quite a wet nib, much more wet than the extra fine. It's supposed to be like this. It is bouncy and responsive, and the actual width of the shoulders of the nib being that large, it allows the nib to have a certain bounce and flex, and it's very interesting. In my opinion, one of the best nibs from Leonardo to have at this moment. So let's see the medium nib as well, and on my cracked eyes ruthenium plated fountain pen trim, we have the medium nib. I'm not going to use the actual medium from the set, so since my fountain pen is already inked, let's use it. So we have the Momento Zero Grande 14 karat size 8 medium, and it's a different ink. It's a red ink. We have a broad, and this is where the madness of the size 8 broader nib sizes begins. So we have the Leonardo. Ooh, this is very wet and nice. We have the 14 karat size 8 broad nib, and it is very stubbish, very wet. I almost forgot to do the figure of 8s for the medium nib, and again we seem to have a lot of give and flex. I don't know if you are going to use the broad nibs in order to be flexed, but the softness of the nib allows a certain smoothness to be provided by the fountain pen. If we push it a little bit, we do have a a bit of line variation, but it's not that obvious like in the case of the extra fine and the fine. Last but not least, we have the monster, the Kraken, the big one. So we have the stub, which I believe is a 1.5 millimeter stub. If it's not a 1.5 millimeter stub, it's a very, very fat 1.3 millimeter stub. But trust me, it's like a paintbrush. It's smooth and it lays down a huge amount of ink. It's a very, very nice nib. And we have the Leonardo MZG Grande, 14 karat, size 8. It doesn't even work or fit side by side with this nibs right here. So we have a ink flow which reaches the second page, the one from my right. So yeah, it's amazing. So this nib, you can squeeze some line variation, but I don't know if you need an extra line variation from a 1.5 millimeter stub. This is a very, very nice guide in which you can see some of the differences in between the 14 karat size 8 gold nibs from Leonardo, which are made by Bespoke. Each and every one of these nibs is special in their own way. And let me put all of these fountain pens in the case and get back to you. The Leonardo MZG Grande Bespoke Celluloid collection, which is available at PenVenture. We're missing a fountain pen, this one right here, a black gold in gold color trim. But anyway, it's going to arrive in September. At the beginning, I think so. And if you want to have it, you can order it and it will be delivered sometime in September. Now, my honest opinion, they don't come cheap, first of all. The price tag for a fountain pen like this is 1,250 euros. So it is not cheap. It's only 8 fountain pens. They do come in a very sought after material. It's celluloid, it's almost celluloid, and if you know fountain pens and our community, you know that celluloid is a very, very important, elusive material for a pen. It's the oversized MZG Grande model from Leonardo. It has the piston, it has the best nib, in my opinion, the 14 karat size 8 gold nib, and it's super rare and limited. Probably there isn't any celluloid left at Leonardo in order to make this fountain pens. This is what we have, and this is what we are going to have on the PenVenture website. Links down below. I think this is a little bit different in regards of what we have on the channel as for a review. So this is more of a overview pass on this collection, and I hope you guys like this kind of video and style for a overview slash review or review slash overview. If you're interested in owning one, down below I will leave you the links for them. Also down below you'll find the links for the website, our social media accounts, and my emails, my phone number, and anything and everything that you may need in order to contact us. You can support me doing videos like this. Just hit the thumbs up. This will help me a lot with the algorithm to reach out to many more just like you. I know that most of you guys that are watching my content are not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you can subscribe right now. Just click here and turn the notification bell on. And if you want to see more quality content from PenVenture and myself, you can check this video on my left. My name is Emi, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.